If you haven't played Halo 4, then I must warn you that there are spoilers that will be discussed here briefly regarding Cortana. So basically at the end of the 4th game, Cortana supposedly died, but since she's in the 5th game, that obviously isn't true. Before she died, she had an opportunity to touch Master Chief for the first and presumably last time. Gamers also got to see a fully figured Cortana and as close to what could be considered as flesh as possible. Her nakedness was an interesting thing to see progressing through the games as the graphics technology got better and better over the years. She went from a blocky, sassy-mouthed AI in Combat Evolved to a flashy-haired, still blocky AI in Halo 2 to a standardized naked AI in Halo 3 to a rather voluptuously designed naked AI in Halo 4. The big change in Halo 4 was mostly that she was shortened a bit, her hips widened, and her figure proportioned more to that of a real woman. It was hard to ignore her clothesless appearance. Even with the limitations of the Xbox 360, her physical display was still apparent enough to have gamers and journalists gawking and talking about her digital blue-hued nudity quite a bit. Now imagine the surprise of gamers when they see the new and improved Cortana, who's now seemingly still blue, but now covered from head to toe in what looks like some translucent pastel-colored armor that came out of Mass Effect. They weren't entirely thrilled. After seeing Cortana for the first time, William Fang stated, "What the heck is Cortana's body? Creepier than the androids from Alien Isolation." Brandi Garcia felt the same way, stating, "They've ruined Cortana, downgraded her hotness." I Am the Attack concurred with his fellow gamers, stating, "What the heck is up with Cortana's new design? In the previous game, Cortana had a bigger chest, much wider hips, and was nude. Now she has a physique like a man." She basically went from being all TNA with a hearty helping of snark to just being a blue delusional AI. They shrunk her chest size, or the armor covers it really well, and covered her curvy figure with form-fitting armor. It mimics the stylish Tron Legacy design with the traditional Cortana color scheme. Despite the heavy changes, not everyone was disappointed with Cortana's new look. Leno Shen was pleased with the facial capture and the motion portrayed by the character, writing, "Yo, that facial capture for Cortana was top-notch." Russell Hossain was also in agreement about Cortana retaining some level of quality design, writing, "It's official, Cortana is the sexiest video game AI there is." I can imagine a lot of gamers were disappointed to find that the Xbox One's newer graphics capabilities weren't used to render a more realistic, albeit new Cortana. Tech was instead used to render a more realistic, albeit fully armored Cortana. Halo franchise director Frank O'Connor revealed during a Games Radar live stream that Cortana isn't actually nude. According to Halo's franchise director Frank O'Connor, he states she's not really nude, but that's what it makes you think of. He says, "So one of the reasons she chooses to appear without clothes is to attract and demand attention. She does it to put people off so that they're on their guard when talking to her. She has the upper hand in those conversations." He goes on to say it's kind of almost like the opposite of that nightmare you have where you go to school in the nude. You're terrified and embarrassed, and she's kind of projecting that back out to her audience and winning intellectual points as a result. So what do you think? Is she still hot or just a creepy android?